Since I've stepped down from Greenpeace a few months ago, my focus is on Africa as a whole. And so I am spending a lot of time looking at how we can unite African NGOs, trade unions, faith organizations, and so on to work around corruption, climate, poverty, inequality, and shrinking democratic space. But my South Africa focus is really on pushing the clean energy, renewable energy agenda, to do it from a perspective of not just energy, but also on the job creation aspect, but also looking at how we can actually rethink the delivery of our energy needs through more innovative and more 21st century thinking, such as micro solar grids, feed-in tariffs, and so on, all of which is within our technical capability and knowledge. But what we need to do is to ensure that resources are made available with political will for these investments to be made. So I'm very focused on that, and I feel right now, people have to realize that nature does not negotiate. We cannot change the science, we can only change political will. And I feel very strongly that investing any more time, effort, energy, resources in this nuclear misadventure, which will not, I believe, ever take off, but the problem is keeping it on the table means that we are losing time. We are, I would have rather us taken that in today's money 20 billion rands that was wasted on PBMR, pebble bed molecule. Imagine with that 20 billion we could have trained, thousands of young South Africans as cutting edge entrepreneurs in renewable energy. So right now I am concerned that there is a lot of noise about these things, but and it confuses the discussion, and there's lots of, government keeps saying base load, we need base load. When you use a term like that, nobody understands what government is talking about. But in fact, the base load argument is a fallacious argument. Part of what has been proposed is that I'm not opposed, as is the environmental movement generally. We are not opposed to concentrated renewable energy plants such as around solar or wind. But what we are saying is that you don't need to put all your energies in big plants. I mean, even the CEO of Enel, the sixth largest energy company in the world, the second largest in Europe, they've said we're not going to do big energy plants. We're going to go for a more decentralized approach. It's safer, it's faster, and in terms of maintenance, it also makes it easier. And bear in mind, one of the tragedies about electricity generation and use is that of the electricity that is generated, so much is wasted in the transmission process and other inefficiencies. So there has to be quite a revolutionary rethink, and unfortunately our political leaders are too compromised in terms of looking at existing players in the energy market to exercise a disproportionate level of influence and control. And unless our political leaders stand up and say we're on the side of the people and we want all industries to put forward the proposals and so on, but in the end we will make the decisions that is best for the majority of people, not for those that are strategically positioned in close proximity to the current political leadership.